Digi thought that Ash vs. Lucario and Mewtwo's Rampage was worse than think again. Trust me, this one's the scariest in all of them. Well, I was fishing in the Lake of Outrage when I got a bite. I pulled it until there was what was in there was a blue box that was probably under the lake for probably like a few years or so, and I decided to take it home. So I packed all my fishing gear, got into my car, and drove home. And when I got home, I opened the box, and it turned out that it was a Godzilla vs. Kong DVD, but it was an alternate ending to it. So yeah, I decided to watch it, and I probably scanned it. So yeah, I put it into my Xbox and sat down and get ready. The Warner Brothers shield comes up like normal. Some of the Godzilla trailers, like Godzilla 2014, Kong Skull Island, and Godzilla King of the Monsters come out. And it took me to the menu. The menu was pretty nice to look at. It consists of Godzilla and Kong fighting, and the options were play, set up subtitles, bonus features, and visit Warner Brothers. So I clicked play. However, before that, there was a warning. Warning, this DVD was made way back in December 5th of 2021 for just some unknown reason. And it's not suitable for children. If a child is watching this, then stop watching it. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh God, I whispered. And until the movie started off normally, the opening came up and all that stuff. I rewinded for like until we got into 15 minutes. I saw the screen was glitching like crazy, and then it cuts to black for like 5 seconds before it resumes. And so I rewinded into the ending, and then when we got into the fight of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, because Kong killed Mechagodzilla and all of that stuff, and then Kong put his axe down, and then Godzilla roared at him, but instead of turning back into the beach, he charged up his atomic breath and destroyed the entire city. People screamed in a blood-curdling tone, and as they were being burned to death, and then Kong roared at him fiercely for what he did. And it was the 4th round. They both fight for like a few minutes or so, until Godzilla charged up his most powerful atomic breath that he ever did in his life. He aimed it towards Kong's chest, and Kong's heart melted, and he then landed on the ground, dead, and his axe fell on the ground as well. Godzilla let out an ear-piercing roar, and it was the same. The horror scream, the horror movie scream, the distorted sound, and the ear rape, and all that stuff, and until it fades to black. sorry, that's just something I gotta. Alright, so it fades to black and it cuts to a title card for, it said 200 years later, until this image of Shin Godzilla appeared, and he looked at the screen for like 5 minutes. I know what was going to happen, so I turned down the volume on the TV into 1%, and then I rewinded for after 5 minutes until Godzilla roared at the audience, but it was more louder than the other ones, and my ears didn't bleed, but because I turned down the volume into 1%, and then after that, some text appeared saying the usual, saying that the game over sign, and saying rude things to me and all that stuff, and then the credits played. But however, the song was distorted and uncanny and all that stuff. After that, it cuts to black for like 5 minutes until this scared me for life. Godzilla's face appeared, and it was the same one, but it was edited. Its eyes were black, its pupils were red, and tears of blood were streaming down his face. Without the jump scare at the end of the Lost in the Ship recreation of Wormy, and the same one from Ash vs. Lucario and Mewtwo's Rampage as well, allowed with a slow, loud, distorted, and demonic roar of Godzilla, and that scared the crap out of me. I jumped out of my house and then landed onto the couch, and the DVD just ended, but you know, the TV turned on of itself, and the DVD injected by itself, and all that stuff, and blah blah blah, and I was utterly shocked, but I liked that movie, and I decided to put it in and look at the bonus features for a while. The bonus features were Pokemon Heroes full movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Kong Skull Island, and Godzilla 2014 full movie. They were both full movies, and some Pokemon movies were added. Until I decided to inject the disc. And later, and then put it back to where Ash vs. Lucario and Mewtwo's Rampage were. And then I had a bunch of nightmares about it. The first one is Godzilla atomic breath in my chest, and the other one, Godzilla roaring at my face. And I kind of looked at Godzilla the same way, but I'm not interested to look at him. But even though he is kind of mischievous, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. Yeah. So I was, until one day I was on my castle roof reading the newspaper until I found that the DVD was released. It was the same DVD that it got in the lake, and it said it was sold on Target and Walmart and all that stuff, and I was seriously appalled about this. I then put the newspaper away and decided to alert the world that I lost a alternate ending of Godzilla game. So yeah, if you ever come across this DVD or this stuff, don't even watch it unless you want to watch the glitches.